Okay, I wanted to show you just exactly how and why skip counting is important. Once they've learned to skip count by twos, when your child is starting to begin addition, for example, on this problem right here, a lot of kids, if they don't know their skip counting process, you know how they're going to work this problem? They're going to go 5 plus 2. So they're going to show two different hands and they're going to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, if you're talking about fluency and worried about being able to mentally do it quickly, counting is not the way you want them to do it. If they already have that mental picture of the skip counting, they will remember this chart. And trust me, that year that you're practicing reviewing the skip counting, this number line will be in their brain. They'll have a mental picture of it, and they'll know, they'll start learning to just pick out the 5 and think about what the next 2-digit is. So a child who understands and has skip counting developed will automatically, mentally be able to say 5 and think what's the next by 2, and they'll come up with that 7 and they'll be able to place this down, and that is a much quicker mental process than using their fingers. We have no problem with a child when they're learning to add using their fingers, counting out objects or anything like to understand the process. But once they understand the process of addition, they shouldn't be using counting figures or fingers or toes or whatever else they do to do the process. They should use their mental math and understand how to do that. We give them the mental math tools when we have them learn to skip count. The reason why we always finished each day of skip counting by going backwards is because that's the process that you use of subtraction. Again, if we're taking 2 away from 6, mentally they'll pull up that number line in their brain and say 6, and they know it's 2, so they're going to go back to the next even number. The answer will be 4. Instead of going with 6 and subtracting, mentally they'll use that number line to be able to do it quickly, more fluent. And again, that's a parent's whole goal, is once a process is understood, we start giving the child the support each day to where the brain can do it fluently and start being able to do the objective more quickly. Using your number line, the best way at ages 6 through 9 to develop and the fluency of all these objectives. So hopefully now you can see why this number line is important and how skip counting down the road will make their learning development much more quickly.